Well, greetings. Thank you for joining us tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Brought to you by from Absolute Insanity. I've been thinking about this all day long, so my mind is not operating so at work and everything, and that kind of went to hell to some degree. I have to admit though, because I'm tired now, I've had a better day, energy-wise, I've had in a very long time. So, but where we are heading into is, I technically should have put this alien contact or alien disclosure, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. But if my brain is operating correctly, we'll see. So, I'm kind of beating this to death, but it has a purpose. There's many layers to this. I'm only going to go into so much. There's the radio show with Neutron. I'll go into further than that. But let's just do the fine tuning of this. So, like Friday, I must have got attacked. I can't ever pick up my attacks anymore, but I was getting hit hard. Not to go into full details. Like, I was done with this whole feline thing actually, but until last weekend. And then Saturday I got hit really hard around dinner time. And it's like, okay, who the hell is this? And then I got it. So astrally I'm doing things that I probably should not be doing. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think it's for the greater good. It's just areas that a lot of people don't want to dive into. The reason I'm bringing it up here is for soul. Let me tell you, when I connected this stuff after yesterday, I connected further into it, and it made more sense. Obviously, there's more layers to it. The feline energies here and manipulation is heavier than I've ever realized. Now, I'm going to go into. Now, there are positive beings here. Just want to make. I mean, I know it's like I'm saying the same thing over and over. I can't remember everything I say, but there are positive beings, definitely. During Egyptian time period, a lot of those statues, the gods and all that, of course, some of them are warriors. Some of them are fighting the dark, actually. For one god, but there's a lot of, like, if you see I'm not going to put it up here because I have no energy, but I can't cover everything. But if you see a positive, like you see Egyptian stuff, you see a feline energy there, like one of the statues, you feel positive energy, that's a positive vibration, no doubt about it. There's a lot of positive vibration. I believe most of the stuff in Egypt is actually quite positive from what I can feel. You have little statues of cats. Those feel very positive too. So a lot of the darkness is hidden. Now, if you go into, like I talked about, Germany, it's like, there's not, I still felt there's like a feline energy there of statues and stuff, of Nazi stuff. I didn't really see it. I can't find anything. I did find a bunch of cats doing Hitler stuff. It's like, okay. I knew it. Figured them out. Anyway. And they, I have to admit, well, anyway. You know the story about, imagine those out there, you can look it up, about the Lyrans. They founded the human race. Obviously there's many different other human races. It's just the feline, with our connections, feels like it worked the best with the human, from their creation, like human 106, whatever. At least from what I gathered, I'm going to jump back into that. Reason why there's so much manipulation. Now, this is the point of view. It's probably 100 different points of view. Atlanteans, there were different types of Atlantean beings. There were feline Atlantean beings. There were even reptilian Atlantean beings. We had a little bit of everything. But as the DNA was coming in, the human worked the best. Without the feline features, without the reptilian features. It just seemed to work the best. Now, some might have difficulties with that. There's going to be different perspectives. It doesn't matter. Just some might call this entertainment. It's not entertainment. It's very real. Obviously, you're not going to tap into everything detailed, but you can just put it out there. Go by what you feel. Everybody's going to connect to something different. So, and so what I got, at least I got a small part. A lot of felines are kind of pissed about that. It's like they figured from what I feel, that they feel like they were going to be part, like we gave you our DNA, we figured we were going to be the dominant species this is our world. That didn't happen. So after that, it's like, well, screw these fuckers. We're just gonna fuck with them now. So they wanted to be dominant here. Now there's also a story that came through Neutron, actually, about because you got a pretty clear image of it. If you want to find Neutron stuff, or well, I'm not sure you can find that in particular, but that might be actually a subject matter for him to do on his own about the creation of how he saw it. But from what I got from him, was that the reptilians got here first, and then Felines showed up. From what I gathered, I think that was it. From what he said, because I kind of had my own connection to it. But Felines came here. It's like, you guys don't need to be on this planet. So they tried to get him out, and then when it destroyed Lyra, there's a little bit more to it. So anyway, and the ones in Lyra were just minding their own business. They weren't causing any shit, from what I can get. But the ones that did come here were causing shit, as you can see. So anyway, so a lot of Felines here just started manipulating. Now, I don't know the whole details of all this, but I imagine they'll bring out. So I got attacked by basically on Friday, or even Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Feline energies. Not to go into details, not to mention any names or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I thought I was kind of over all this, but I guess not. So, remember also, now this is key about, now remember, this is a perspective, everyone has their own point of view. But you can find this anywhere on the web about the felines created the human race. Came from it, maybe had 1 finger, 2 fingers, I don't know. Whatever, tail, 3 heads, 4 heads, whatever it was, doesn't matter. There's various different versions of it, doesn't matter. It's not that important. But either way, yeah, there was a version of it basically too that some of the felines felt they're going to get wiped out by reptilian beings and whatever. So it's like your plan B, just in case. Because that's one of the versions I connected to, which makes sense. So you can never get rid. Well, that version, like that Lyran version of the feline, they were kind of wondering. Of course, you never know. Well, look at that though. Felines created the human race, right? We just go with that. So who better knows how we operate? Because we have a big portion of our DNA in our system. So manipulating us, guess who's the experts at doing that? It's them. Obviously they're hidden, but how hidden are they? Now, different perspective of how to look at, how do you find them? It's like, how do you find these guys? Okay, so there's really no proof. Well, physically, no, but maybe so. Now, David Icke's look around, he basically looked to the dragon energies, reptilian, and the more I dive into this stuff, the reptilians, I know they're a bunch of badasses, but it's like, I'm finding stuff that's a lot worse than they are. From the felines, they're like the Dark Empire, the freaking Star Wars, basically. They're like organized like that. Of course, you can also put reptilian face on that, Anunnaki face on that. But the feline is pretty damn bad. So to give a different perspective of that. Just go into here real quick. When you look up statues, I wasn't finding anything from like Nazi stuff, but you do feline German lion statues. I just looked at Germany for the hell of it at first. Of course, also, yeah, Neutron I brought this up to him, that there's a lot of cartoons too that have feline energies from World War II. So, but you look at the statues in Germany, you can look this up for yourself. There's a lot of it, and that's pretty much what I was looking for. It's like it became more obvious that there is some there is a presence going on here. It's just hidden in plain sight. And basically, Germany is one place that they watch over. Obviously, there are several other areas around the world. A lot of them are hidden in the Middle East, from what I brought up yesterday. I was gonna look that up too. Let's see. Let's see what's coming on. I was wondering though, weather. It's not too bad. Of course, it's nighttime there. Oh no, it's in the morning. It gets around the 70s. So, what's the other one? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia weather. Oh, that's kind of hot there, but not too bad. It's not like the Sahara Desert where it gets like the 200 degrees or something. It just, I feel like a lot of their, I feel like they're, let's see what tech, Iran. I'm looking at the weather report. Because I believe that's where a lot of the, Felines are. So you look at London, you find this guy. Like you said, it's not friendly shit, from what I feel at least. Once again, that's something, not to say it's all bad, no, but there's some goofy stuff here with the kids. It's not all manipulation, but it is there. Now, I believe this is in it's in their financial district or something like that. I don't know where I just looked it up. I have no idea, but either way, so it shows you who's here. So it's right in front of us in plain sight. So it's like, oh, Ivan, none of this means anything. Who cares, right? Well, okay, so statues, just to take a different point of view, statues don't mean anything, right? So why is it when the Washington Monument, why the hell is it some Egypt shit? I mean, really, why is that there? That makes no sense. What about when we go into it? What about the Statue of Liberty? I mean, isn't that a pagan, I think it's a pagan, or it's an Illuminati symbolism and all that, and it's just, it just has Illuminati energies all around it, and it's in dystopian movies and stuff like that too, because there's a lot of Illuminati energies are there too. So, you might not think much of this stuff, but as you dive into the vibrations, it's like, holy shit, they're right in front of us. So you can look at any type of other statue energies, like that one's pretty tame compared to some of these other ones that are like, we're here to kick your ass, basically. So, you want proof. That's one way to get a different perspective. Once again, it's not all dark. Let's see here. Oh, so those are new to all this. Ivantold.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. Learn how to be bizarre. This is, have this, whatever the scheduler. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We also have learn how to channel. We have Google Hands, Zoom, and channel on my phone. It is recorded if you want it to. If not, that's okay. We have the questions about, I think I'm 7 days, I don't remember. Same situation here. We have other channelers and healers I do recommend. Social Network and Insanity. So thank you for your support. But yeah, that is, now when I was connecting to this, I couldn't sleep like most of the night. Because it made so much sense, especially with the Lyran presence here. It's like they keep themselves hidden, but they're here. Just gotta know where to look. Now they do this because they feel like they're more superior to us, and that was the other thing. Why? Or, well, why is they think we're inferior crap. Now when you take a Lyran energy, it hates our guts, basically, because this should be their world. Take reptilians, I think this should be their world. You take Insectoid, you take Zeta, you take Tall Blonde Nordics, you take whatever else is out there. Even Alpha Centauri, some of them don't like us. Take everybody that doesn't like us. Put it all together. And they want to make this world as difficult as possible. They want to make you not want to be here. And isn't that the energy that's out there usually? When I get tested, I don't want to be here either. When I get hit, and I want to, yeah, they want to turn this place into a cesspool. They don't want you here, period. When if somebody incarnates here, they get super pissed. They don't want it. You know, people here are like, oh, look, I got a baby. And then these guys, it's like, you know, we're going to make your life hell. It's the way it is. Now, there's a different way of looking at it. Okay, you go through the obstacles. They can't always manipulate everybody. There are some people that live pretty decent lives. It's just the way it is. They can't interfere with everybody. Say, hey, I'm trying to attack this person using my super psychic alien knowledge. Nothing's working. It's like, okay, fine. At least for right now. What the other thing is they do like is if you're going to be here, you survived all their crap, that they do throw some shit at you. Oh, everybody goes through something. And you survived all that. You want the good life. Now, there's different versions of the good life. There's a good life where you want to just obviously take, you know, life can't be a 24-hour hell. You know, it's like you need a break every once in a while. You know, you need some kind of refresh, you know, to keep your sanity, obviously. But there's the other good life where this is one they like. Well, you go back. It's like, yeah, you have a portion of your life that's decent, but you're still messing with them. Okay, they want you to basically just die. Basically, it's like, you know, take your pill and beat the shit out of yourself, whatever. You know, either way. There's different ways of looking at it. There's the other comfort where, you know, you get married, have wife and kids, you have a house, you go on vacations, you have the job, you do the life thing, and you stay out of their business. They like that too. Now, they'd rather not be on the planet at all. But, you know, if you're out of their way, they're okay with it. I do feel them standing down. They might throw some shots at you, but that's just normal, you know. But if you're out of their business, it's weird. It's like, but everybody else that knows there's going to be a problem, they make their life hell. Something like that. It's just because they know when your life is tough and life beating the crap out of you, you can also wake up, you know, into the higher understanding. And those because they understand, they know you better than you know yourself. So they basically, I mean, people is like, they don't want to hear this shit. It's like, because you're not living in the other world where things are just not easy. You know, they're living in this glossy reality, which is fine. I mean, somebody's got to live it. But there's also other sides, like this part that nobody wants to experience. Can't blame them. But they really don't want people here at all. From what I got, they want us all to get lost. So, like, they want you to, and when you die, they want you confused, so they can really screw it. It's like you came to their world, so, alright, first off, you're crap on their list. So they want to make life difficult when you leave, too. They want it hell when you come in, hell when you leave. They don't want you here at all. And Anarchy's involved with, it's just some kind of sick. Now, when I tapped into this stuff, I felt actually a lot better, because it felt like, I don't know why, I don't know, maybe they stopped attacking me, I don't know. They just stopped messing with, I don't know, I just felt better. Energy-wise, for a long, probably, ever since I started doing this, energies have been like, ugh, not great. Of course, I don't remember the past that much. But today's been quite, you know, it's like you make this, you connect to the energy of basically of what's going on here. Because yesterday when I connected to this stuff, I made a video about it and everything. I feel like they're going to make themselves appear here. Obviously, they're not going to do it, but I feel like I'm getting closer to their existence here. It just makes it makes a lot of sense. It's like the stuff is right in front of us. It's just the more you want to see it, the more you can break out of the reality that we're in, Matrix, whatever you want to call it. Somehow, but I tell you, the felines are very. I feel like they're more powerful than even. I mean, I know to connect to elemental beings. That was where the direction I was going to go to, and also religions. Technically, this is going to religions too. Reason being, because with the religions, like Catholic Church, for example, I believe that's a lot of the negative ones how they operate. They operate like a religion to some degree, not exactly, but they have followers, and their job is manipulating us. Their reality is watching us, and from some of the more feline beings, you know, they like a challenge, but they also want to see where you go, like the reptilians. They kind of is like some of them might attack you, but not all of them. Some of them, like, you know, they're reaching out. When you reach out to them, they're like, "Oh, that's different. No one usually contacts us. So why would they want to bite your hand off when they want to know who the hell you are?" So it doesn't mean that you will have that disconnect. So, like I said, I've never felt before where they can actually. I mean, the image that I was getting, they can just visualize right in front of you. And maybe these aren't the most nicest beings out there, but they have a, what does it say, a chivalry about them, as they say, where they can be neutral with you, even if they don't want anything to do with humanity. So what I'm getting from them is that humanity did something to them that they were not too pleased with through the Atlantis Wars. So it's like humanity kind of deserved this, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, because Atlanteans became very abusive in their alien technologies, and were kind of walking all over all the alien beings like they were superior. And most of them were human. They felt like they were gods. This is them talking. And they just felt like they can control everybody. So the felines are kind of doing the same thing what, you know, we were doing to them. And Atlanteans got so out of touch with reality, as you can see that here, people get out of touch all the time. Like celebrities, they're looking in the world. Atlanteans did the same thing. They became just so egocentric and so arrogant. They were willing to destroy the world to make sure that nobody had anything. They had all this knowledge. They did have forbidden or hidden knowledge here. It's just so much more to learn here. Instead, the Atlanteans turned this world into a toxic environment. There's more to it. The Lyrans weren't exactly helping either. So it's a little bit, you know, some of the Lyrans feel it's justified in their disgust of humanity. At least from this world, is like, you gotta deserve what you got. So now they're reaching out to them. They are okay with a peace treaty, but obviously they're very hesitant because humans are, you know, part of the wasteland. This world is technically like, it's one term that they can use with others, shithole. But wasteland is pretty decent. It's like a lot of humans here live in their own bubbles and don't want to see the world for what it truly is, because you can't actually heal it to a better, positive place. Once again, the Atlanteans, is true, there's more to the story of the Atlanteans abusing their power. They even took hostage of a lot of wizard energies, and even did the surgeries on them to get more of their power out of there, because it was in their DNA. They tried to master that. Some failed, some of it went well. So that's another reason why the elementals don't connect to us that much. Not to say they're disgusted with humanity, but a lot of the fairies were basically, the Atlanteans was like a whole, like, they're just doing experiments on everybody. It's like, yeah, you got your abilities, you got this, now come over here, we're going to open you up and take your power, figure out where it came from. And it went on for a long time. So it's an ugly side of it. It was around the Bahamas area where it occurred, from what they're showing. So a lot of those energies went to South America after the explosion and destructions. A lot of the Atlanteans, some of them became like dark wizards and used their power against humanity, aliens, and mostly humanity actually, to shut down the lower, just to bring us down to this low vibration for various reasons. Because some of the Atlanteans wanted to have the power be a god and have everybody else retarded like we are now, basically. Maybe that's not the best word for it, but you know, they want to lower our vibration so they can control us, basically. Obviously, there's different points of view of all this. This isn't one, just the more points of view, the better, because there's vast. There's a lot. It just basically Atlantis went to a dark side that people even now really don't want to see, because they don't want to think that their race went down that. Well, you're kind of seeing it the way it is. They went into a decay, a high-powered decay of basically just as abusing his abilities. Just like somebody would win the lottery and abuse their power there. You have, like these millionaires that are abusing their power, insider trading, stuff like that. Illuminati does the same kind of thing, but they're more mature about it. Sometimes. Other way, they kind of mastered a lot of the Illuminati energies have mastered, the high arts of wizardry. Where there's only a few that are kind of running the show, so keeping an eye on the rest of them. You can move up the ranks, but if you're kind of being an idiot about it, it gets rid of you basically, or whatever it might be, which makes sense. So they know how to keep themselves. So a lot of the Illuminati energies obviously are in the fourth dimension. They're very powerful ones. So if you call the Felines whatever you want, a lot of them are just sick of humanity when it comes down to it. So it's like, we're going to beat the crap, or not like that, but they're going to, what they feel like they're doing is the right thing, because humanity doesn't know what it's doing. It's just kind of things that the Atlantean mindset has not changed from the past. So many of you are showing you can make a change, and it's you go through many tests. You want this knowledge. You want alien connections. You got so you go through all these tests to get there, and so you may say connecting to them was part of the test. There's much more to come. Insectoid energies. I'm not gonna go into detail, but either way, it doesn't matter. So it's just people don't want to hear this stuff, but you realize you go through like a mental hell to break through the manipulations. They can come through, possibly in the physical. They don't feel like they need to right now, but the potential of it becomes higher as you're not afraid. Obviously, there's only going to be so many. But they're open to it because they're kind of sick of the bullshit, and obviously they're maybe not seeing the best of light, but they don't really care. They see what humans done. They realize there are good humans here. It's not all, wasteland. There's a lot of manipulations. It's just some of the beings that are causing manipulations here, went to town. And they abuse their power too. So it's not they know where they're at fault. Also, even connecting to this world, they connect to the Atlantean manipulations. Of course, they connect to the positive too. But when you're trying to suppress a world like this, you connect more to the darker side of it. You do connect to the positive energies. The positive energies are your Agartha that is well protected. They know the history of this world. Obviously, they're connected to very different versions of Earth, where this world was destroyed, and it scared the hell out of a lot of beings. And so they wanted to sustain it. So they've been sending timelines that are very crystal clear and scared the hell out of them. So they wanted to preserve it for various reasons. It's not just because of it's not just emotions. It's a lot of sacred energies that I don't want to go into. Not even they even know the whole story of it. The spirit world has more of an understanding of it, but it doesn't transition too well into the physical, even the fourth dimension. So, be more curious you are for unlocking human and alien interactions. The better, the more that you're just you're calm with it, the more likely you'll have a connection with them in the physical front, possibly. Right now they're like laughing about that. Well, not they're taking it seriously, meaning that, well, at least from a feeling perspective, they can just show up whenever the hell they feel like it. Right now they don't feel like it because But it's most likely with them whenever they feel, once again, whenever they feel like it. They keep throwing that out. So a lot of people are going to be scared. It's like inner fears. A lot of it comes from childhood. A lot of it comes from some people here have already dealt with this alien contact and it didn't go too well. So a lot of them are terrified of it for good reasons. Because we're kind of living through some of that. Dealing with alien abduction. Some are dealing with alien abductions right now. They say it is good that a lot of people are going through a healing energy. You're always going to have your healers. You know, they connect to high vibrations. They talk to the spirit guides. You know, to connect to this and that, and that's all good. But then you have your other groups, like where I'm involved with, and others are just sort of, you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it. And it's like you go into areas that the lot of healers won't ever get near. They're here to, but you need the healers to bring up your vibration when you go into the muck. So basically, somebody has to do it. A lot of the UFO explorers, they're not spiritually ready for various reasons. They say connecting to aliens isn't a big deal, not to them. A lot of it's ego, a lot of it's this. It's like, just chill. It's just basically it's another species that can be known here. Yes, there's a high possibility connecting to those that aren't exactly the kindest, but then once again, they see humans as not very kind either, because the way humans have given choice over and over again, and have gone to the dark side over and over again throughout history, as you can see. Poverty, a lot of the bad decisions through your governments, but once again, the people have allowed the governments to do these things. So you can blame the aliens all you want, still the humans have to take responsibility for themselves. So the last thing any alien is going to do is take you out of this situation. They can give you information, knowledge, but they're not going to hold your hand. You want to destroy yourselves, go right ahead. Yeah, they're not, once again, these are like more of the neutral, not so friendly felines. They're not giving me a name, doesn't matter. They're not scared of humans, but they are curious. They are okay for dialogue, for connections, that's okay, because they feel like, we need to make this connection eventually. Now, when I'm connected to is like a commander being, feels like is like a black lion, like we see with black fur. Yeah, obviously you don't see many of those. It comes in different. I feel like it's coming in all different colors. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Let's see. The Black Cauldron movie has a lot to do with their energies. Kind of with the world that some of the felines come from, like a volcano world. Interesting. I just say that's where they come from, but the volcano worlds do exist, where beings have been through a lot of hell. So this world is here to bring balance to other planets, realities. It's got to get over itself, over its fears. If you want to really clear itself out, connecting aliens will make things a little bit more complicated in some regard, but also help souls here heal mentally because they know somebody's here. And it's like actually there's more souls than you might realize that feel like there is there's somebody out there that can connect to you, a connection there. They'd really like to make that. So connecting to aliens, not to say you'll really have that fully, but the potentials of it becoming stronger is very likely. Basically, in your society, when alien and human make that connection, it becomes part of your daily life. Now, once again, they're not afraid of any humans with guns or anything like that because they can easily shut that down. It's like, really? It's like, it's still a primitive race. Once again, we're very dangerous, as you can see. Not everyone is. Like I say, you need the healers here. They do their high vibrations connecting to 12th dimension, whatever it might be. That's one more of the Lemurian energies to heal the scars of the earth, which makes sense. So connecting to all this crazy alien contact. Alien contact is not as pretty as some might think. It kind of sucks. When we go to Sasquatch and the human. Sasquatch aren't really here for first contact. They are, but it's the lead up to it. So they are and they aren't. They are, but Yeah, and they are. They don't need to get into the politics of it. Let's put it that way. But obviously, that is part of the awakening energies, though. And they're still once again very afraid. So this can become very real, more than people might realize. You just have to get over yourselves, your fear, your egos, and just chill it out. Because many do feel, people are, they know how humanity is. It's going through its own struggles. Well, because, you can thank the the Atlanteans. Some might not believe that. They don't really care. But a lot of Atlanteans made a lot of really bad decisions. And, humanity's paying for it. It's just, no, it's not all Atlanteans, not everyone's paying for it, but by paying for it, you're improving yourselves too. You're finding their faults where they screwed up. So it's a lot of soul healing that is on a vast scale, because and the Earth, he says, is actually larger than it is now. How the hell do you do that? Doesn't matter. Different dimensions. It makes sense. That makes because it was at a higher dimension. So it makes sense. So this Earth dimension, is at the it actually can connect to the 12th dimension very easily. It just doesn't. Usually, it doesn't. It doesn't. It connects to all dimensions. So a lot of souls that say that they're going to the 5D are consciously connected to it. Well, unconsciously mostly connected to it. Or it goes back. It's mostly just a spiritual connection for the long run. Because the idea is to hear the third dimension. So for an alien energy here presence, they're thinking about it. We connect to more of them. They're evaluating all of this, see how people respond to it. They really don't care the response, really. It's how they feel about it. Doesn't mean they're going to start appearing. Well, you never know. They have more leeway here than other beings. So even the Palladians, they do help the Palladians make contact here. It's like, first contact is not as fun. It's not all hugs and kisses. It's more like almost like a military drill to a degree, but not in the fear fashion of it. It's just it's gritty. It's just it has to be done. He keeps sowing the fear, because even the military is kind of scared of it to a degree, because they've seen beings really abuse their abilities here. Well, because they don't trust humans. That's the thing between alien and human, is going to be always this distrust. And so, but they know who's out there that they can talk to, where they can be in an equal level. Realize there's not many of those that do obvious. People know who they are already. They just want to make that connection and just grow and get out of this reality that we're in. Help us move to the next level. So they realize that spiritual evolution is never easy, but it's highly possible. They don't have all those funny little gestures of Bashar and stuff like that, of the cuteness of it, which is much needed, yes, for soul healing, but to realize that there are beings here that are, as you know, the reptilians. Reptilians, they do like the attention, they don't. It's up and down. They agree with it and disagree with it. They get kind of pissed about it sometimes, because they feel like humans don't understand them fully. The feline energies, they find it curious because they've been found. They weren't really expecting to be noticed that well. World War II, they're not going to go into any of that. Conscious connect. Only reason doing a conscious connection here, because their energies aren't exactly the easiest to connect. It's just for the better. They can get really intense and get really emotional. Once again, they want to make sure they have a distrust of humans when it comes down to it. They've seen what humans have done in the past. Atlanteans really. Once again, the Atlanteans did a lot of destruction to the felines, and other species did a lot of surgery stuff of DNA, and just things that are just horrendous. Kind of like what you've seen in a horror movie. Very similar to that. Some of them did, not all of them, but it only takes a few to ruin it for everybody. The scientists, you can say, technically ruined everything for everyone to a degree. A lot of the politics got out of hand, mind control. It just, well, the whole thing went to hell. It just, the whole thing, yeah, it went into a religious energy. Yep. A magician, master magicians that are in their religions. Your pope is technically is actually a magician running the pope, but there's still magic energies there. Yeah. So they don't. The reason why they downplay obviously magic here and psychic abilities, because once again, people abuse them. Look at the NSA. If you work at the NSA, there's a few that go around spying on their girlfriends, stuff like that, and that's what people can here do. And they do that with their abilities too, but the numbers are very low. But imagine most of society. It's just, this is what it takes ascension so long, because humanity, as lovely as a lot of the power healers here are, yes, connected to the 6th and 7th dimensions and on and on. That's true. But part of them can't handle all the gritty side of it. But you need both for growth. As those that are especially going into the muck need somebody to help get them out of it, because the muck is quite deep. So everybody needs everyone here. Alien connections here physically is a possibility. You keep ringing their doorbell, they'll think about it. They are most likely the ones to do it, though, because they have, once again, a majority share of the energies on this planet. They're just more connected to humans than most are. They know how to tap into the human energies quicker than other beings, even archons. So the archons can be more sophisticated in a lot of different ways, but the felines are more connected to human emotions, the human psyche. So you can tap into the energy. Basically, they can tap into your energy where your soul is connected to your body, and you go through your soul energy, something like that. They don't go through it, but they can tap into your psychic abilities. Let's put it that way. And this is why some aliens can be seen by only some people see aliens, some people don't. Like they see ships because they tap into your vibration. So, but the felines are pretty good about it. This is a peaceful connection. It's not a war or an attack or anything like that. It's just seeing how things go. So, all right, we'll leave it at that. All right, I've had enough. That was fascinating. Oh. So, see how my energies are tomorrow, because energies have been for a long time. So, yeah, they've been pretty good. I had a long day today, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Take care. Thank you for your support. I know this is all weird. It's going to get more bizarre. Hopefully. All right. Take care.